Hello, hello. This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Dragons and Modern. Testing out Malevolent Rumble and Rampaging Raptor in my Gruul Dragons build. I like this hand, assuming our Arbor Elf does not die, but if it does, we still get the Malevolent Rumble. 2 Rampaging Raptors. We're just 1 land away from starting the beats with, okay, Affinity. That's fine. Oh, so close. If this had been a basic forest. What can we do? I'm going to tap this for... let me think. So we can, just in case, I don't think they have land destruction, but you never know. So we could, we're not going to take. Do we take a land? All right, we're going to put this on here. I'm going to name red. I'm going to untap this. You never know. We might whiff and get only lands, and one could be a commercial district. So next turn we are going to have a lot of mana. I think we're just going to Glorybringer. Play land. Pass the turn. That was a lot of action off the top. See what our opponent does. I mean, there's a chance we save the Glorybringer and just start swinging in with Storm Breath, but look at that hand. Hardened Scale stacks don't typically play a lot of interaction. I guess they could play Walking Ballista and pick off the Arbor Elf, leaving us needing to draw a land for act to get into dragon range. Alright, so they got one of their best combo pieces. Another Glorybringer. So Ward 2 is I hate Ward so much. Let's start the beats. We can't pick off the Patchwork automaton. But we can, I mean, we have dragons into dragons into dragons into dinosaurs. It's possible we should have attacked with, or played the Rampaging Raptor there, because the chances our opponent blocks are pretty slim. And then the next turn, there's a good chance our opponent will have a bigger creature that the Rampaging Raptor wouldn't be able to get through. But this is the more mana efficient play. Another Hardened Scales. Okay, it's a 7/7. It's a 10/10. We would love this to draw a land. 2 7/7s. Yep. Opponent has a huge turn with a big bunch of beaters. Man, that's a good turn 3 from our opponent. Let me draw an Arbor Elf. Okay, so what is our pathway to victory right now? 1, 2, 3. We can get to 5. Right now, any artifact off the top kills us in a big way. We kind of have to attack with everybody. We really could have used. All right. The problem with doing Rampaging Raptor Arbor Elf is we can't get through with the Rampaging Raptor. So now, yes, I'm regretting my choices, my life choices there, playing Rampaging Raptor or playing this instead of Rampaging Raptor. As we could have held back the Raptor to block. All right, so what do we want to do? We go to 1 if we attack with everyone. We can hold back a dragon. So what this does, I think this gives us our best out for winning. Our opponent's gonna have 2 cards. So unless they have like a massively powerful card that our kill spell, what we can do is they're gonna probably, if they swing out and they don't have any big follow-up, we can block the biggest, take a hit, play another Storm Breath, and swing in with all 3 of our fatties. Arcbound Ravager. That might be enough to kill us. Now for this forces 2 blocks. So unless we draw like, see, we need a land and a lightning bolt, basically. Which, if you didn't understand the way Magic works, probably is not going to happen. It's not really what we want to see. Now I think we're just dead. Man. All right. Yeah, so we're gonna sacrifice an artifact. Oh, it's +1/+1/+1. All right, I probably should have read that. No, they could have sacked a whole bunch of artifacts and sacked it to put it on there. All right, let me think. Is there a way out? Well, we'll start with this play. I don't think this is going to do anything, but we're going to try it. We're going to force our opponent's hand at least. See if we can survive a turn, which we can't basically survive a turn. Okay. So Affinity, mono green, hardened scales, Affinity. Taking advantage of some of the new. See, there's a chance that something like Collector Oof is just too slow. Too unimpactful. No, our opponent had a super sweet, powerful draw. Oh, we got to cut 5 things. Collector Roof can shut down some of those shenanigans, but man, look at like patchwork into Arcbound Ravager. It doesn't get much better than that for our opponent. We had a sweet hand too. We got a little bit hung up on lands, unfortunately, where we had if we had been able to do 2 things in one single turn, but can't have it all, I guess. Rampaging Raptor. All right, we're gonna go with that. Um, okay, we have a Brotherhood's End. That's about the best we can hope for. We just want to draw lands from here on out. It's possible we take a turn off. Probably not, actually. I'm going to say to commercial district to set up our draw, but I don't think we want to do that. I think we just want to be as fast as possible. All right, I only played 22 lands, and so far that has felt really good. But it might be getting max punished in this game. Yeah. Force of Vigor. All right. The modular triggered ability would put one or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control that many +1. Destroy target artifact you control. It is modular 1. All right. Well, you will name Dragon. Untap that thing. So our best, our most efficient, I mean, this is going to be our best. This starts drawing us cards into what we need. This allows us to start fighting. We're going to go with Kiora and hopefully hit a land, and then we can begin drawing cards with the Storm Breath. Should probably not F6 through their turn ever again, given that we have this Force of Vigor. Okay, opponent keeping a one-lander. Or just holding on to their manas for their second main phase. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and cash in this Force of Vigor on these two things. Now, we would love to just draw into a land, please, deck. A land would be the best for us. No commercial district. Untapped land. Let's be more specific. Untapped land. 22 of them. Untapped land. So Questing Beast. That's also pretty good. Maybe we'll find an untapped land now. Although at this point it doesn't matter if it's untapped or not. Any land would be good. Land. That's a lightning bolt. Alright, well, never hurts to have a lightning bolt against an Affinity, that's for sure. Okay, well, we are off to the races a little bit now. We found a 4-drop with some evasion. Man, if we could just find a land in a timely fashion, which is now, we would have a better shot at this. Pass the first test against our opponent. Let's see if we can pass the second. Untapped land, please, deck. Why must you mock me? Why must you mock me, deck? So we could take a whole turn off just a lightning bolt to patchwork automaton, which honestly might be the right play given another Storm Breath one. I mean, okay. Alright, I mean, I like where we're at. I don't think our opponent's going to be able to come back. But, I mean, Affinity can do some really busted things really fast. And we really don't want to lose our Arbor Elf yet. So, I mean, we want to do the 3 damage. We would destroy all our effects. So we wouldn't lose our Arbor Elf, thankfully. But we are... I mean, if our opponent goes Cranial Plating or some nonsense, we may have to do Brotherhood's End. There's just a world where they could jank us out with poison counters. Alright, well. Gonna dismember the questing beast. Well, we've gotten our value out of that already. And we have 2 Storm Breaths coming, plus more cards, so I can't. I mean, this is a 2-turn clock for our opponent. It would have been a, well, they wouldn't have been down to the 8 if they hadn't dismembered, so it's their follow-up. Oh, Walking Ballista. That's unfortunate, because now, see if they want to, how greedy they want to be. I mean, pinging our Arbor Elf is one of the best things they could do right now. It doesn't look like they're going to do it, though. Hopefully we'll find an untapped land. We need one bad. Or just a land. We just need a land off of this Kiora draw, because otherwise, I mean, they're going to want to kill our Arbor Elf. They should have done it last turn, but they're looking to get their own combo going. Give us a land. It's a land. It makes me feel a lot better about where we're at. Opponent, 2-turn clock. Sir or ma'am, can you kill us? Possible. Affinity can do some busted things, but can they do enough? I mean, they do have the combo ability with Agatha Soul Cauldron to go infinite with something in the Ballista in the graveyard. But I think they need more pieces. And if they just answer our board, they still have a flyer there. They may just be trying to find some more parts before they go. Alright, I mean, I'm imagining this will lead to a scoop. I don't know what they could do. They have a blocker here, and that's probably what they were hoping to, yeah. I mean, they're hoping to get that blocker to survive a turn and then set up their combo. Alright, well, we saw why Blood Moon would be good against them. Do we want to bring it in? Is it too reactive? Is Collector Roof worth it? I mean, the thing about Collector Roof, right, is that we could play it on turn 2 and then still just die straight up to damage from big triggered abilities, right? The Patchwork Automaton, for instance. Alright, well, this is a lot of hate. We're bringing in a lot of hate for artifacts. We have a lot in our sideboard. Maybe, I mean, the Brotherhood's End is only so good, but Blood Moon is also only so good. Force of Vigor is great. Alright, I mean, need to go down more of our... I'm going to go down 1 Rampage and Raptor. It's a great card, but they have blockers on the ground that can easily win in combat. Okay, there we go. Game 1, they had a great hand. Game 2, oof, look at that. Commercial District into nothing but action, no ramp. It's really painful. It's really painful to mulligan a hand like this. But I mean, we don't have any way to interact. So we have 3 lands, Malevolent Rumble. I think we're going to go. We really want to keep the Storm Breath. All right, well, all right. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. There's a Saga on turn 1. Can we survive? Man, all right, we're going to have a pretty fast start ourselves now that we drew a Utopia Sprawl. Can it keep up with what our opponent's doing? Because it's going to be hard. Next turn, Utopia Sprawl, Malevolent Rumble, then Brotherhood's In, then Dragon. That's our game plan currently. See if we can not die between now and then. Dismember from the Mono Green Affinity. I guess it's a necessary evil for them. Ugh, the Ravager. That is a good card. That is a really good card. The Ozolith, also a really good card. Did we just pull the trigger now? We can have 4 mana on turn. We will not be blocking. What do we draw? So the reason I don't want to pull the trigger is they're going to go get a key piece here. I think I want to give it another turn. Whew, is that too greedy? Do we get max punished by doing that? I don't know. You can let me know in the comments. We have a chump blocker. 2 chump blockers currently, if we really need it. All right, is it too greedy? Are we going to get max punished? I'm really hoping our opponent goes empty-handed, can't kill us, basically, is what we're hoping for. Having a chump blocker is nice. 2 chump blockers, technically, although we don't ever want to get rid of the Arbor Elf. All right, this is it. Can our opponent win from here through this Eldrazi spawn token? Are they going to go all in? Oh no. All right. Oh, that's too bad for us. And another one, also bad for us. What are they? Okay, they're going to go for the Utopia Sprawl. It's not the end of the world for us, but it's not great. And they played another Urza Saga, which means they're that much closer to finding another combo piece or another hate piece. Man, all right, we'll see. I don't think we're going to die this turn, but they may stabilize in a way that keeps us from doing what we want to do. Like a Walking Ballista right now to kill our Arbor Elf would make me very sad. Which it looks like that's what's going to happen. I think they probably learned their lesson yesterday. They learned their lesson last game. Kill the Arbor Elf. Getting in. We'll take a hit. Just a red source would be good to make me feel better about where we're at. Another forest. That is not a red source, folks. Do we go Glory Bringer. All right. I mean, this is good. They're going to kill our Arbor Elf, though, is the problem. And then we're left needing another red source. But what a weird game to draw so many forests. I'm not sure. All right, they're just going to try to ping us. They're going to kill us or go for our mana dorks. Let's see. So they can sack everything in response, get the ballista really big, and then hit us with the ballista, and then put in some damage that way. Yep. All right. Fair enough. I assume they'll go after our... Yeah, they got to go after that. Will they do the spawn too? I mean, there's so much value. Yep. And then 4 to us. All right. Well, we are hoping to find a red source or a questing beast right now. Opponent's going to have 2 cards plus soon something from Urza Saga, which is not great for us. Hopefully they don't have anything big to follow this up. It'd feel a lot better if they hadn't played that Walking Ballista. Ancient Stirrings. Okay, it's good for them in the future. So that's ancient, yeah. Well, I was, for whatever reason, I read that as Ancient Stirrings and thought Hardened Scales. All right, so they find a land. What's their follow-up? Oh my god. Okay, so our opponents just again got it all. We had our hate piece. They have so many of their pieces. I mean, this is their perfect last card in hand. Okay, well, we got an Arbor Elf. So now, at least we can, if everything lives, we can... Yeah, then you're gonna creatures you control plus 1 have all the activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with Affinity Soul Cauldron. So what they're gonna do is exile the Walking Ballista, put a counter on this, and then suddenly this has the ability to ping our Arbor Elf, and we're left hoping to draw an untapped red source. Yep. Would have felt a lot better about that had that been a untapped red source, not an Arbor Elf. Okay. Sure. So now they can grow this. Oh, we're yet again left needing. They rebuilt so fast. Yeah, and then now they have a... I don't know what their combo is exactly, but they can go infinite with Walking Ballista and Agatha Soul Cauldron. Ping that. Yeah. Give us an untapped red source. A lightning bolt. Yeah, I think it might just be too little too late. They're at 0 cards though. I mean, this Agatha Soul Cauldron into Walking Ballista is really powerful. We're on a 2-turn clock now. So yeah, I mean, tough game. Our opponent's drawn really well. Had the perfect card to bounce back from that Brotherhood's End. We stumbled a little bit on lands. They had the Walking Ballista right on time. So yeah, Affinity doing Affinity things. It's definitely a matchup we can win, as I've played it so many times and won a lot with dragons, but I don't think it's going our way this one. So now they're going to hit us for 5 and ping us for 5, and we are dead. Oh man, and they can fire Think Moth Nexus too. Alright, well, for CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I will catch y'all on the next one. No, you aren't going to get there. So close. Anyway, fun playing dragons even when you're losing to Affinity. Thanks for watching.